This is an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar covering new features in Adobe Premiere Pro 24.5. Hi, my name is Larry Jordan. Premiere Pro stole a very useful audio technique from Audition and added interactive fade handles to every audio clip. See this square box right here? This is now an interactive fade handle. If I grab this and drag it, I'm now pulling out a fade. This is exactly the same way that Audition works, very similar to Final Cut. The duration of the fade is based upon the distance from the edge of the clip. I have fade handles at the beginning and the end of the clip. I can change the distance by dragging left and right. That's the duration of the fade. I can change the shape of the fade by dragging up and down. This is very Audition-like. Notice here I've got this split S shape. Starts quietly, ramps quickly in the beginning, and gently tapers off at the end. If I hold the Control key down and Control click or right mouse click on the fade box itself, I can now apply three different fade shapes: constant power, constant gain, and exponential fade. Let's go first with constant gain. What constant gain does is it smoothly ramps from dead quiet to full volume in a straight line. When you're fading to or from black, this is an ideal choice because you get a nice smooth ramp and the music, the sound effects fades in smoothly. But if you have two clips, one fading out and one fading in, and they overlap, and you use that straight line fade in the middle of that transition right here, there's a 3 dB drop in volume. Now, for dialogue, you'll never notice this, but for music or constant sounds like crickets, it's going to sound like there's a dip in the middle of that audio fade. And it's due to the way that audio is represented. Digitally, it's called the pan law, and you can look it up on Wikipedia, but basically, trust me, two constant sound sources will always drop 3 dB in the middle of a dissolve. To fix that, we create a new type of dissolve here, where we add constant power. Look at the shape. Rather than being in a straight line, it's now a curve. We bump the volume 3 dB in the middle of the fade, so rather than being straight lines, it's now curved like this, and so that 3 dB drop doesn't exist. When you're crossfading between steady state sounds like crickets chirping or traffic noise or music, you want to use this equal power, constant power fade. The third one, I looked at this for years. I said, why would anybody want to use this? But the answer is, Larry, you need to use it for yourself. If you've got a speaker that has a big breath like this, or a lip click just before they start talking, what this does is this starts the fade, keeps everything quiet till the breath is done, then quickly ramps up so you hear the voice. It allows me to keep the breath but minimize the levels, and then you ramp up quickly into the voice. Do I actually use it? Yeah, on every webinar I use it because I want to be able to keep the heavy breathing as I take a breath, minimize that. I can't do it live, but I can on the edit. But I still want to have my voice start strong when I start talking. So these three fades are built in, and you get there by right mouse clicking on the fade box itself. You can then clear it by just clicking clear, which is fine, or you just grab the fade box and drag off. This was an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar taking a look at the new features inside Adobe Premiere Pro version 24.5. For the complete version of this online training, please visit our store at larryjordan.com/store and look for Webinar 367. By the way, when you need to stretch your training dollars, membership in our video training library saves you money and time. You can access all our videos for a low monthly price of only $19.99. That's almost 2,000 movies, hundreds of hours on a wide variety of subjects. Plus, premium members can download practice media and projects. Our training covers Apple and Adobe software. We update it multiple times each month, and for more information, visit larryjordan.com/membership. And thanks.